welcome back to another episode of Dancing in the Kitchen with me, Janelle. And I'm going to show you the very simplest way to make pasta in the summer. It's a delicious dish that it literally takes almost no time to make. It's called pasta alla Cheeca. And it's so easy. Now, I've got my gluten-free pasta here, so you need some pasta. You can either use like plump tomatoes and seed them, or these small cherry, grape tomatoes and seed them. You need about 25 or 30 of these. Some fresh basil, some fresh mozzarella, 2 cloves of garlic, a little pinch of salt and pepper, and some olive oil. And that is it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is clean our tomatoes and seed them, and then I will be back. Oh, and we're also going to chop up the garlic in the meantime. Okay, so I chopped up 2 cloves of garlic. I like garlic, so I've maybe made 4 because I like it extra garlicky. It's such a good antiviral right now with everything going on in the world. And because I only have these little grape tomatoes, I don't need to seed them, because if you use a big plump fat tomato, you need to actually seed them. But I just need to cut these in half. And the recipe calls for 25, but by the time I washed them, I realized I had like 35 in the container, so might as well use all the tomatoes, right? Okay, so just cut them and get them ready to make our sauce. I'm saucy today. I'm making a sauce. It's making me feel saucy. Okay, I've got my tomatoes cut in half, and I need a large bowl for this recipe because we're gonna put all of these yummy ingredients in the refrigerator and let them marinate for at least an hour. So everything yummy and delicious gets added in there. Okay, so first we're gonna take it says 25 tomatoes, but like I said, I had maybe 35, so I think, tomatoes are so good for you. What's wrong with a few extra tomatoes in there, right? Because I probably would have just let that sit in my fridge and not use them. So, okay, we got the tomatoes in here now. And I'm gonna add the garlic to this. I think I'm gonna get a spoon so I can stir it a little bit better here. Okay, I'm gonna add my garlic. And then just a little bit of salt. I'm watching my salt intake because of my high blood pressure problems. So, and a little bit of pepper. Just a dash of each. I don't know what a dash is. I guesstimate. Okay, so we have these ingredients in here right now. And we have 2 more things to add. Our fresh basil that I washed here, and it's just like draining. And some fresh buffalo mozzarella. So I'm gonna take the mozzarella and drain it, and then I'm gonna cut it up in little pieces, and it's gonna soak in, it's gonna marinate in the sauce. So next comes the mozzarella. Okay, so I'm just cutting up my mozzarella. It's a fresh mozzarella, and I don't know, they come in these little balls. They're so good. But I just take the ball and I cut it in half, and I cut it crosswise again. So I'm kind of getting quarters, So, fresh mozzarella is so delicious. Thank God the gyms are open again, right? Okay, so in goes the fresh mozzarella. Now we're gonna take our basil, fresh basil, and we don't want the stems in there. Thank God, these are nice leaves here. So I'm just gonna rip up, it says for 10 leaves, but I'm gonna rip up a few more than that because I love basil. So I'm just gonna take off, we don't need the stems obviously. And just, they're washed, they're fresh. Just gonna tear them into little pieces. To your taste. Now, I think herbs are so healthy for you, so why not add more? Oh, so good. And then I've got extra left over. I can make a pesto with it left over, or something else. I'll just add more when I cook it when it's fresh. Okay, so now we've got the tomatoes, the mozzarella, the basil, the salt, pepper, and the garlic in there. And it smells heavenly. Such a fresh, light summer dish. Okay, so now I love this Lucchini olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It says 1/4 cup, which isn't that much olive oil, but it does have calories, so I'm gonna try to get away with a little bit less than 1/4 cup. Let's see if that will work. And we're gonna stir this in. And stir up all the oil and the olives and the garlic, and a little bit more basil in here. Not that piece. Okay, looking good. Looking good and smelling good. Okay, so once this is all stirred in, we're gonna take this into the fridge and cover it up and let it sit and marinate for at least an hour, okay? So the pasta, we're not even gonna start to boil for like another 45 minutes at least, because we want our pasta al dente, because we're gonna serve it as soon as we make this. So taking this to the fridge, I'm gonna cover it up, and I'll see you in about an hour. Okay, so we are back. Now we've got the boiling water on the stove. The beautiful pasta sauce is marinating in the fridge. And my water is boiling. I'm gonna put in my pasta I want it to be al dente, so it says on the instructions 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna cook it more like 10 or 9.5. Here we go. In the water you go, pasta. Not on the floor. It wasn't supposed to go on the floor. Such a Janelle move, really. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna set the timer for like 9 minutes and check it. Da-da-da-da-da. A little dancing in the kitchen. Got Britney Spears in the background. I do love that girl's music. Go Britney. Pasta is now boiled. We're gonna drain the pasta, and this is all it is to making this yummy dish, pretty much. One more stop, and here we go. Oh, wow. A lot of pasta in this bowl. We are back, and we're almost done with this simple, easy pasta recipe. Okay, so I drained my pasta. I'm gonna just get a little bit more of the water out. I'm gonna pour the pasta in. And out comes the sauce. Wow, this looks so good. Look how pretty this looks. All the beautiful antioxidants and colors in here. Delicious, I say. Okay, I got another spoon here. I'm just gonna take the pasta. The sauce. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I must be hungry. I am hungry. Okay. Get all that yummy garlic in there. And where are my tongs? This would be better if I was organized. Oh, I know they're down here. If I was more organized ahead of time. Yes, here they are. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss the pasta down in with the sauce. And get that all, oh, I just smell the garlic. Oh, heavenly. And let everything get in there, all the juices and the tomatoes and the mozzarella. Oh my gosh, this smells so freaking good, everybody. And you know what? That's all is to making it. And this one even tastes good cold. Trust me, it does. So keep mixing it up, and you have yourself pasta alla Cheeca in literally no time. Is not the simplest thing you've ever made. Yes, it is. And voila. Anyway, thank you. Have a nice day. Welcome back to another Dancing in the Kitchen with me, Janelle. Whoops. And I'm a loop-de-loo lunatic half the times. But you know what? Gotta make the best of every day. Peace out.